Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Land of Brand Laboratory, or for short, we like to call it the LOBoratory. This is Holly Chantal, the founder of the Land of Brand, and your lead mad brand scientist. We meet every Wednesday, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're listening to the replay or you're on YouTube, you can go to thelandofbrand.com and sign up for weekly reminders, because every week we meet and talk about different experiments in branding. By experiments, we mean strategies, tips, things that you can try in your business to build a super unique brand that helps you get your message to the world. Today, we're going to be talking about actually tracking the results of your experiments or your marketing efforts, as you probably would more commonly see. Today's going to be a pretty quick call because it's a simple system for tracking your marketing, and simple is an understatement. I'm going to show you basically one spreadsheet, tell you what to put on it, and then I will send you the spreadsheet if you're on the LOBoratory list. I'll send that spreadsheet and I will post it to the Facebook group just in case you miss it in the email. So just so you know, after we actually go through the spreadsheet, I will be answering questions, so you can type your questions in the chat. You guys are welcome to talk to each other as well, and I will get to those at the end. And just for fair warning, I have Master Eben with me today, and he is a little bit of a fussy pants, so he's teething. So if you hear him, no worries. He's right next to me chilling out with his toys, and he might be a little grumpy, but that's why we're going to make this a quick call, right? All right, so let me go ahead and switch to the spreadsheet so you guys can see what it is I'm looking at. Come on, move over. All right. So this is just a simple spreadsheet that I've used for the Land brand for the last 2 years, and basically every month, the end of the month, actually just did April's while I was putting this together, just to kind of look at our numbers. I go into Google Analytics, and then I also go into Infusionsoft, but you could use any whatever you're using to manage your database and your list, and I pull these numbers so that I can compare them month to month. And I also keep track of what I'm doing extra to promote that month, to kind of explain where sometimes the numbers are skewed. So sometimes I will have a month that has double the traffic as every other month, and I want to kind of document why that was, so that I'm not wondering, what happened there. Why is my traffic not always that high? And it could be just that I had a really great promotional partner that was mailing for me that month. So if you log into Google Analytics, I'm not going to go into how to set up your Google Analytics, because you can easily Google that or have your web developer do it. But once you have it set up on your site, it'll start tracking all of the visitors to your site, what they're doing, what keywords they used, their basically overall behavior and how they're using your website. So here is a list of basically big picture numbers that you want to grab, because they say a lot about your website and the effectiveness, and also the effectiveness of your different marketing avenues. So when you log into Google Analytics, you'll automatically be on the, what's it called? Great, I'm totally blanking. I think it's the hold on. I'm going to go to Google Analytics and see what it's called, because they keep changing the names. Audience. I knew it started with an A. So it's the Audience tab. It's one of the first tabs. And it's going to show you the number of sessions, which is the new word for visits. It used to say visits and then unique visits. So now it's sessions, which is the basic number of visits to your site. So the number of times that your website was open. And it's not just your home page, but any page on your site. Users, which are unique visits. So for example, in April, we had about 2,500 sessions. So that's, our website was opened 2,500 times. And then users, so unique people that were like not duplicates that were coming to our site, was around 1,800. So that gives you a lot of information on the stickiness of your site, how many people are new to your site versus returning, and that's actually one of the things we track as well as new sessions, which it gives you right on that screen. And then your bounce rate. Your bounce rate's also on the screen, and your bounce rate is the number of people that land on a page on your site and then leave without clicking to other pages. So there's a soft bounce and a hard bounce. A hard bounce is when someone comes to your site and they leave immediately, so under 10 seconds and they're gone. A soft bounce is when they come to your site, but they only look at one page and then they leave. So Google Analytics is tracking soft bounces. So it's tracking basically one-page visitors, and that is your bounce rate. And you want to keep your bounce rate under 60%. So new sessions, that's the number of basically new visits per month that you had. Direct visitors. So now we're actually going to move to, on Google Analytics, it's the acquisition tab, which is right below the audience tab. So direct visitors means these are the number of people that typed in your email, typed in your website address, or clicked on an email and went to your site. Basically, it's those that came not through search or through some kind of referral source, but actually directly from their browser to your site. Sorry about that. Organic search is obviously the organic visitors are the ones that are actually coming through Google. And when you look at acquisitions, it'll show you. I told you he was a fussy pants today. He's not having it. All right, so organic search is the number of people that are coming from Google, and it'll also tell you some of the keywords that they're using to find your site. Social media is all the people that are coming from all of your social media. So any social media source is tracked there. And you can even break it down if you want to by actual social media site. So if you click on, in Google Analytics, you go to the acquisition, you click on social media, it'll actually give you a breakdown of Facebook versus LinkedIn versus Twitter. I just keep it as a kind of overall social media because I'm spending the same amount of effort in all of them. If I was going to start hitting Facebook really hard and wanted to track the results of that extra effort, then I would want to track Facebook separately from all social media. So we're really looking at big picture numbers here, so you can really track month to month the results that you have. Homepage conversion, this is a little bit advanced. You'd want to look up how to set up a goal in Google Analytics, but you can actually set up a goal, which means that it'll tell you the conversion rate for a particular activity. So what this means is it'll show you how many people came to your homepage, and then how many people that were on your homepage ended up on your thank you page, your opt-in thank you page. Basically, that's assuming that they went to your homepage, they opted in, and ended up on your thank you page right after that. So they weren't clicking around the site. So what it does is it'll give you a percentage of people that came to your homepage and got to the thank you page versus didn't. And that'll tell you your conversion rate. And your homepage conversion rate, you want to have above 5%. So, and then after this, we're actually getting out of Google Analytics and we're going to your list tracking software. So your Aweber, your MailChimp, your Constant Contact, Infusionsoft, and we're just going to write down the total number of people that are on your list. So I track the number of people that are on my list as well as the number of people that are in the LOBoratory. So if you have any secondary lists or communities, you can add a line there. You also track your Facebook likes, your Twitter followers, and your LinkedIn connections. And again, this is because you might be noticing that your Facebook is increasing, but you don't really know by how much each month unless you're actually tracking it. So again, this is allowing you to see over time the growth of your community. And also, because we're tracking up here marketing activities, so you might put the extra marketing activities you're doing. So let's say I had a promotional partner for the month of January, I'd write that person's name right there. Or some of you are familiar with the Done For You giveaway. That's coming back in May. So in May, I'll have the Done For You giveaway right here because that drives a lot of traffic, and I want to, see that the results of that effort. So this is a really super simple way to just look at your numbers over time, be able to kind of reflect on what did I do that month, what's working, what's not working, where could I improve. So, looking at your bounce rate or homepage conversions, you have solid numbers that you should be comparing those to. So 60% for bounce rate or 5% for a homepage conversion. Obviously, the more the better, or the less the better for bounce rate, the more the better for homepage conversion. Let me qualify that. And this way you can see kind of what's really working for you and where you should really be focusing your efforts. You could get really fancy and look at how many people are coming from Facebook and converting versus how many people are coming from Twitter and converting. You could get really in-depth with this, but this is just kind of a first step, if you will. So I'm going to convert this to Excel, and then I will upload it, and I'll post it on our Land of Brand Facebook page if you want to pick it up there. And I will send it out I'll send it out to all the LOBoratory subscribers just so that you have it. But if you're not in the LOBoratory, then go to the Facebook page, and it will be there. I'll post it. All right, so that is the presentation. Like I said, I promised short and sweet because we have a little cranky Evan here. And where is my webinar jam? All right. I'm just going to go back to my other screen if I can find it. All right, so next week, we can get there. Next week I'm actually off. So I'm taking the next 2 weeks off because I'm moving. I live in Pennsylvania now. I'm moving to New Hampshire. Very, very excited. My husband has a new job up there. It's been kind of our goal to get back to New England because I'm a Maine at heart, and I need to get closer to nature. So we will be back on May 21st, and we'll be talking about sales conversations. I promised you guys that a couple weeks ago. So we're going to talk about sales conversations on May 21st at 12 o'clock. And I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions. All right, Avi asks if I can send the numbers version too. Yes, I'll send the numbers version because it probably will convert better. If I send you the Excel version, then you might not be able to get all the sheets and everything. So are there any other questions? This is a pretty simple topic, so I would not be surprised if there are not a ton of questions. All right, so I don't see any questions. So I hope you all will take this and actually start using it, because tracking your results is going to make a huge difference in your efforts. Just kind of seeing what's working, what's not working keeps you motivated, and it also will help you eliminate activities that really are not serving you so that you can focus on things that are. So I hope that you'll start tracking your efforts, look at it, look at them at least once a month, and set goals for the next month, and that's it. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you on May 21st, and thank you everyone. I see everyone's posting good luck. I'm very excited, and I will show you the new apartment. I'll start sharing my camera again once we're situated. So have a fantastic week, everyone, and I will see you soon.